Greetings nerdy list aficionados, it's time once more for alternate versions of Captain America. This time we're taking a bit of a different approach. Not every alternate version can be a winner, they can't all be Cap Wolf. We're gonna take a look at some alternate versions that not everyone loves. I'm Sasha and these are the top 10 dumbest versions of Captain America. And of course with the caveat, it's subjective, mileage varies. If you love any of these caps, more power to you. Now let's do it. Number 10. Bullet Points. This was a limited comic series which ran from 2006 to 2007. It's an alternate reality story but not a what if. Marvel does what it wants. Actually, what ifs have not been in continuous publication, but alternate reality storylines are pretty much a constant, hence how things like this happen. In this story, Dr. Erskine is killed before he can inject Steve Rogers with a Captain America serum. So in this universe, Steve never becomes Captain America. Instead, after Project Rebirth is cancelled, Steve is asked to join Project Iron Man, and he becomes permanently bonded to a suit of iron. And this suit looks like the original design created by Tony in Tales of Suspense number 39. This story is interesting and worth a read for sure, but it's not a strong showing for alternate Cap, because he's not Cap, he's Iron Man. Also an Iron Man who gets killed by Spider-Man. How did that happen? Read it and find out. Number 9. Captain America from the movie in 1990. Now, there is much love for Captain America the First Avenger from 2011. However, that was not the first time Cap had hit the big screen, far from it. Now, there were adaptations before the 1990s, however this one, oh man, this one is a cult bad movie classic.
Mr. President! Thanks.
This Cap is not very heroic at all. He steals a car by pretending to be carsick. It's cinematic gold.
Captain! Are you okay? Hold it! Don't leave me out here!
He also drives around in a creepy unmarked van. Captain America. It's also got some very heavy-handed environmentalist messages and a hilarious over-the-top Red Skull who is eating all the scenery. So in short, go watch this movie and have a good time. Number 8. VIBRAM. This Cap comes to us from the 2005 series entitled Weapon X Days of Future Now. In this story, instead of being selected for Project Rebirth, Steve is selected for Weapon X, and he's given an adamantium skeleton and the codename VIBRAM. So actually, that's a fantastic name. That sounds cool, you may be saying. Why is he here? Well, he can be the coolest alternate Wolverine he wants, but he's not Cap. Number 7. Spider King. Again, great name. It conjures up so many images before you even see it. This is a retelling of Spider Island from the Secret War storyline. Again, the 2015 one, not the one from the 1980s. In this, Cap and the others are mutated into spider monsters, and Cap is taken by the Spider Queen to be her Spider King. Cause even as a spider, he's still Captain America. However, later he's transformed into Man-Wolf by the Godstone, which was a callback to Cap Wolf. Number 6. Captain AMERICAT. Captain AMERICAT belongs to the world of Spider-Ham, who first debuted in Marvel Tales starring Peter Porker the Spectacular Spider-Ham in 1983, but was then given an ongoing series for a while, Peter Porker the Spectacular Spider-Ham. The Steve from this universe, Earth 8311, is Steve Mouser, who is actually a cat, for reasons. He works for the Daily Beagle, and moonlights as Captain AMERICAT. So is he Superman? Kinda sorta, but also a cat with the name of a mouse. Oh come on, it's all in good fun. I kinda love it. Number 5. Marvel 2099. This is an imprint that ran in 1992, a year when there was nothing edgier than creating things that took place past the millennium. This imprint allowed for new alternate versions of characters and a redesigned future. Cap had an intriguing journey in this series. First, there was a fake Cap taken out by Doom 2099. Ultimately, Cap in this universe was Roberta Mendez, who was forced into taking the super soldier serum by her husband. She becomes the leader of Alchemax's Avengers. Roberta at the start doesn't know she's Captain America, with that persona operating as a split personality. She physically and mentally becomes Cap when someone says her trigger words, that being Avengers Assemble. Man, hopefully people don't just go around saying that like they do here. Of all the 2099 characters, Roberta wasn't the worst received, but nor was she the best. The whole 2099 imprint is a real mileage varies kind of thing. Some people love it, and others are kinda like, eh. Still, Marvel loves it, and they will revisit it and bring in characters from it pretty much whenever they do a big multi-universe event. Number 4. Mutant X. Oh, Mutant X, why can't I quit you? Also, does anyone else remember the series from 2001? It ran for 3 seasons, had 66 episodes, and I swear no one remembers it. Anyways, in the comics, Mutant X is a story arc that centers around Havoc in an alternate reality, where he is the leader of the X-Men and has to deal with that universe's threats. In this universe, Cap isn't Steve Rogers at all. Steve Rogers was killed by the Sentinel. Instead, Captain America is an unknown mutant who was chosen to take up the mantle, as the idea was that Captain America is a symbol, not a person. It doesn't matter who Captain America is, so long as they are there to inspire people. This Cap could manipulate energy and use it on his team of the Six to help protect mutants from the Mutant X universe's evil Nick Fury, who wanted to eradicate all mutants and actually just all superpowered beings. However, this Cap goes insane and ultimately has to be taken down by his team. Steve would never. Who am I kidding? Steve totally would. Number 3. Captain APEMERICA of the Ape-Vengers. So the Ape-Vengers of Earth 8101 are just what you would expect, an all-ape version of the Avengers team. Appearing first in the series Marvel Apes back in 2008, this series was meant to follow up and capitalize on the success of the Marvel Zombies outing. It didn't quite get there. In this universe, Captain APEMERICA is evil. He's actually a counterpart to Baron Blood from Earth 616. In fact, the whole Ape-Vengers are meant to be reformed supervillains, except for Baron Blood. He's not reformed at all. Number 2. Gladiator Cap. Gladiator Cap comes to us from The Exiles, a series that focused entirely around alternate versions of characters, traveling to different universes, meeting more alternate versions, and altering things in their timeline. In short, if you like this series, you should definitely read that. This Cap comes to us from the arc A World Apart, a world where the Skrulls invaded and conquered in the 19th century. Cap is a gladiator called the Captain, who is taken out by Mimic, who is angry that this Cap has become a puppet for the Skrulls. Cause you know, that's fair, judging alternates by the standards of your own timeline. Number 1. HYDRA Cap. Okay, so HYDRA Cap is such a meme at this point, there was even a joke about it in Endgame. But back during Secret Wars, when that line was first uttered, fans lost their minds. Taking the beloved symbol and hero Captain America and essentially turning him into everything he hated and fought against was not well received. So initially the concept was that all this time, Cap had been a sleeper HYDRA agent, just waiting to be activated Manchurian Candidate style. Because HYDRA went back in time with the Cosmic Cube, so that was always the timeline. So then the heroes had to alter it, this by going back with the cube, grabbing Cap from a splinter timeline and bringing him forward to battle against this Cap, HYDRA Cap, who is ultimately captured, but not before he killed Black Widow. But it's fine, her clone was implanted with her memories, so it all worked out. However, if you really think about it, in a way HYDRA Cap is historical Cap and Splinter Cap is new Cap. Hail HYDRA. The memes will never get old. Well, for me anyway, they probably will for other people. Maybe they're already old. So those were the top 10 dumbest alternate versions of Captain America. Which one is your favorite, or do you genuinely really enjoy one of them? Also let me know, what do you think about HYDRA Cap? Like, does anyone really like that storyline? If you do, please tell me. I have to know. Thanks so much for watching Top 10 Nerd. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more nerdy lists. I'm Sasha, and we'll see you again soon here on Top 10 Nerd. Bye bye.